Hello, Cancer Leos, Cleos. It's Sagittarius and Truth Seeker here, and I'm here with your love cusp reading for the month of February. Happy New Year's, team. All right, before I get started, I would like to say how I operate is I do regular readings first, and a couple days later, I do cusp readings. That's the schedule. That's how I operate. That's what I do. Okay, and if you don't know what a cusp is, or you don't know if you are one, just look in the description box, and I have a list and everything for you. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into this. So the crystals that I have for you guys is the garnet and the aquamarine. So that deals with energizing, accelerating, expressive, and cleansing. These are pretty exciting energies that we have here. But let me see what it says in love. So 7th house love, we have people in partnerships are likely to irritate you. Try to ignore this, okay? So it looks like something may be a little bit irritable to you in the month of February when it comes to your partner or somebody that you're dealing with, okay? And also there may be celebrations with close friends in the near future. Okay. So some of you, like a lot of people, I am seeing friends turn lovers. And others of you, you're just going to have a good time. Maybe you're on the dating scene, but it looks like some things will be a little bit to you in the month of February. So let's see what we are into. Shadow energy, the Knight of Wands. All right. So we're trying to investigate possibly a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but some of you are the reason why you're going to be irritated or kind of like annoyed is because you're dealing with somebody younger than you, or you're dealing with a free-spirited energy. Okay. And it's either you can't keep up with them, or you don't want to keep up with them. You want them to kind of be still and mellow out, and they're like all over the place. And that's their natural energy. That's just how they are. Not to say that they're these are the ones that, not to say that they won't commit, because that's a lie. It's just like they're just not the easiest to tie down. Okay? And even if you are in a relationship, it's like they don't mind being in a committed relationship, but they still like freedom. So whether you're single or you're dating somebody, it seems like in February, for some reason, this is the type of energy that they're honing. Okay? And this could be you. Remember, energies could be switched here. Okay? So let's see where your energy is currently. You're already irritated. Okay, so we're at the 9 of Swords. Somebody is like, oh, this is already giving you a headache. Somebody is already annoying, giving you a headache, and have you thinking about stuff. It has your mind wondering and worrying. Because for some of you, wondering, is this person even worth time to try to work towards a commitment, because they just seem to be one day they want to do this, the next day they want to do that. You could be feeling like somebody is very wishy-washy or indirect, because they just say so many different things, you're not even sure where to pinpoint their direction, okay? Because the Knight of Wands can have the Knight of Wands has a lot of energy. Okay, that's like somebody with fire under their ass. Like, they can't sit down in a hot seat. You know what I'm saying? So they're fun. They're exciting. They love to do all different types of stuff. And you might kind of be like, you can actually kind of, your Gemini side can actually hang with this person. But your Cancer side might want more of the emotional side of them. They are passionate. But remember, fire and passion, if too much of your Cancer side, I'm sorry, I meant Leo. Your Leo side can run with this person. Sorry. So you might be dealing with a, Cancer. But anyways, not Cancer, sorry, Leo, because I said fire sign. You may be dealing with a Leo per se. But anyways, your Cancer side may still want, the other side of a connection or relationship. They want the more deeper part of this person, and you just be getting what you feel like is the outer shell. Okay, and it's kind of stressing you out about that, because it's something that's very indirect about the individual that you will meet or that you're dealing with. Because I meant to say your Leo side can hang with them. Your Cancer side, I like it. It's what you love. Cancer's like, I like what you like. This is cool and everything, but can we get a little more deeper or more grounded? Even though you are water energy, Cancer still like to, take whatever that they're feeling and make something of it. So it's possible that you're dealing with a fire sign that, or not necessarily fire sign, but you're dealing with a young, free-spirited individual. Likes freedom. Whew. All right, that was a mouthful. All right, so now let's see. What is our goal? Where are we trying to get to? Oh, guys, some of you are trying to escape this whole situation. You want to get out of your mind, but it's like somebody's trying to tiptoe just out of it. Somebody feels like it'll be easier if I could just maybe avoid this. We're avoiding something in our inquiry and get past it. But the thing about this, because I have the 7 of Swords here, okay? And for this to be our goal is not deception. Our goal is not to deceive, because this is about like a person's personal goal. And if you're in your head already, kind of want to get out of your head. You're trying to sneak away because that's what's above all of this. But it's like avoiding a conversation. This is about like leaving and saying nothing or smoothing over a rough patch. I feel like what's going on is it's the other person, whomever this is about. One person, they're thinking about it constantly, and the other person is trying to sneak away from being direct about a commitment, about moving further. Something like that. Somebody's trying to get away without necessarily giving an answer. They're not trying to leave, but they're, any way that I can escape not having to confirm something. All right. Like I said, I do have energizing and accelerating. So I'm telling you, this person has, one of you has the garnet crystal, is represented by the garnet crystal, and that's the very energized, accelerating in motion. But with acceleration, somebody is always somebody trying to press forward with the connection. But the other person, who is the aquamarine, is wanting more of expression and kind of calming down the all over the place. Okay. So the obstacle with this is the restriction. Oh goodness, we have all these swords. But none of these swords are communication swords. We're in here, our own. But like I said, the obstacle comes up as the 8 of Swords, which is, being under restriction. Like I've already said. So we got you and we got them. But somebody's feeling like so stuck in a situation. I feel like that's because the feelings are there, or feelings will be there, but you're just like, what if this person never wants to settle down? What if they just never calm down? What if they don't want to be expressive? But we do have the chemistry, but we do have what could be something, but it's just like somebody keeps avoiding conversations and issues or problems or opinion or how I feel. To the past. Yep, I told you it's the Ace of Pentacles pop up. This is a strong magnetic attraction to somebody. Your attraction is here. This could be you or the other person, but the attraction is here. And it's so much fire. You get what I'm saying? There's so much, nothing planted into the ground. Oh, it's just fire, fire, fire. I have fire, fire, fire. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, Pages. So this is not even like a matured, grounded relationship or connection. Whether you're in a relationship, it's still not grounded. Something about it is still not grounded. But the energy of each other is there, but it can't be built straight off that, because fire can easily be put out. Sometimes it's hard, and I feel like for some of you, the flames have gotten so big with you and this person that you just want it to kind of simmer down a little bit, And this is fast. Some of you, this is a fast-moving connection, or it's moving so fast that you lose control of it. And some of you, what it was, put this back, this is love affair. Goes into something else. For some of you, this is an affair. Somebody has had an affair and they feel guilty and they want to get out of it. Some people, whoever that they were with, it wasn't supposed to go that far. And now I feel a level of guilt or worry about getting caught. Woo! Woo, okay. Those are two things that went kind of fast there. But I see two storylines. But at the end of the day, it's somebody wanting to kind of get away without saying much because something has went too far too fast, whether it was supposed to or not. Whether it's just like that wasn't where or what I expected to go to. And some people, it's like, I didn't expect to fall in love, or I didn't expect to have these feelings, but now I do, and I'm stuck. And either that person doesn't want that, or they're in a relationship, or somebody just has different priorities, but something has got way out of hand. Way out of hand. Okay, let's go back further. Yeah, somebody was married, for some of you guys. I definitely see affair. And some of you is not an affair, but some of you met a spiritual connection too. And now they're running. You're dealing with a connection. You're dealing with a strong connection, but this is a learning teaching. So that means you're probably opposite of this person as well, if that's the case. What you want versus what they want is different, but the spiritual connection or the connection soulmate-wise is bringing you two together. But still, there's, whatever situation, there's a level of worry because something has went too far and it's not promised, you know. There were certain things that maybe weren't discussed with you and this person. There's a level of avoidance with somebody. Whew, what is going to come? Please don't say the Empress. Whew. All right. I'm just kidding if you want a baby, but this is a lot. So what's coming in the near future is strength. Oh, buddy. This is taking care of self. Something has went to, another Leo popped up. I did say Leo. Leo's popping up. Taurus is popping up. All types of air. Strength is about self, though. That's about kind of having to take a step back and take care of self. And somebody, it's almost like somebody has gotten carried away with this connection. And now it's time to take steps back and evaluate everything that has transpired. Okay? So what's coming up after that? We have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, you guys, this is a roller coaster ride because the strength card also represents patience and progress. Ooh, this is, but it turned out actually rather good, but it's like somebody is like, I don't know how this is going to go, but it takes patience, and it just looks like it takes expressing how you really feel. And I feel like somebody is going to finally express themselves that they don't just want the attraction, the chemistry, and the sex. They want some, like, let's talk about commitment. Let's talk about investing in each other. I feel like somebody finally gives this situation attention. Now, whew. Okay, let's keep going. So how do we get over what is holding us back? Yeah. We got the Two of Pentacles. So some people, it is, like I'm telling you, for some, it's you know, it is an affair. You know, it may not be a third party situation, but it was, you know, it was kind of a fling that turned into a thing, and you realize you got a connection with this person, and you're like, oh. And other people, you are actually with this person already, but it just seemed like they didn't want commitment, or they were backing out of it. Some of you, this person brought out your shadow energy. They triggered something in you, which I've seen a lot of that. Soulmates and people, even all type of people are triggering other people to bring out the side of them that they never saw. But we're trying to manage this here. We're trying to figure out if this is a good investment or not. Do I want this or not? They want it, but whatever it is, it's kind of like we're stuck in it, or we feel like we're stuck in it. Okay, but we're kind of stuck in this. Oh. This is kind of like one of those things where, yeah, I met somebody that, you know, they're cool and all, and then like swoosh, everything goes with the speed of lightning, and then you end up in a relationship. Oh, I spit. You end up in a whole commitment, but it's like somebody was trying to avoid it and get out of the situation, but it's like it's too late. So how to change what is to what should be? Oh, yeah, okay. That's not, everything that is happening is going accordingly. If we change this, we end up in a fight. End up in the Five of Wands if we change the path that we're going. So if you take a break, take a pause, kind of figure out what it is that you want, be patient with the whole process. It looks like you go from the Ace of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles, which is just a whole different thing. This is just, the Ace of Wands is just, strictly to me, it's a high romance, the highly attractive sexual romance. The Ace of Pentacles is just something that I can really see an investment with you. I can really see maybe a relationship, a commitment, us going further. So there's a big difference within these two. And that's what our outcome is if we change anything. But this takes expressing how you feel and what you want. And for those who this is an affair, I see the juggling. I see the arguments. I see somebody trying to avoid being found out. And I also see somebody, even if you're not having an affair, I see somebody trying to avoid a confrontation. And the confrontation is actually needed, and I don't feel like it can be an aggressive. It's kind of saying be calm with this whole thing, and you can end up getting what you want. Okay? All right, guys. See you later.